Picture this. Your phone buzzes with a weather alert. A major winter storm is barreling toward your area, set to hit in just 24 hours. You glance at it, think, plenty of time. I'll handle it tomorrow. Maybe you'll swing by the store in the morning, grab some essentials, and fill up the gas tank on your way home from work. But here's the reality. By tomorrow morning, the grocery store shelves will be wiped clean. Bread? Gone. Milk? Forget it. Gas stations? Packed with lines stretching down the block, or worse, completely out of fuel. Hardware stores? Sold out of generators, space heaters, and anything remotely useful. And you? You're left standing in the cold, realizing you waited too long. Now, you're scrambling alongside everyone else who made the same mistake. That's why this video is critical. I'm walking you through 9 specific actions you need to take in the next 24 hours to prepare for the storm. No fluff, no if you have time suggestions, just practical steps you can start the moment this video ends. Because every hour you wait, your options shrink. And when the storm hits, it's too late to fix what you didn't prepare for. If there's a winter storm warning in your area right now, this might be the most important 30 minutes you spend today. Let's dive in. 1. Fill every container with water. The very first thing you need to do before you even finish watching this video is to start filling every container in your home with water. And I don't just mean a couple of bottles or a pitcher. I'm talking about every single container that can hold water. Think pots, pans, buckets, storage bins, empty soda bottles, milk jugs, and even your bathtub. If it can hold water, it's time to put it to use. Here's why this is so critical. When a winter storm hits, power outages are almost guaranteed. And when the power goes out, your municipal water supply might stop working too. This can happen for a couple of reasons. First, the pumps that keep water flowing to your home rely on electricity. No power, no water. Second, and more commonly, pipes freeze and burst during extreme cold, disrupting the entire system. During the Texas freeze, millions of people lost access to running water within 48 hours. Pipes froze, systems failed, and suddenly, people in modern cities were left without a single drop of water. Even if your water stays on, you can't count on it being safe. A burst pipe in your home means you'll need to shut off your main water valve, cutting off your supply. And if the storm contaminates the system, you could face a boil water notice. That's why having stored water is non-negotiable. Here's exactly what to do. Start with clean containers for drinking water. Rinse out pitchers, empty soda bottles, or any food-safe container. Aim for at least 1 gallon per person per day for 3 days. For a family of 4, that's 12 gallons minimum. Then, fill larger containers like your bathtub for non-drinking purposes. Flushing toilets, washing hands, and cleaning dishes. This water doesn't need to be drinkable, but it's essential for hygiene. Don't wait. Start filling now. 2. Charge every electronic device. While your containers are filling with water, it's time to tackle the next critical task: charging every electronic device you own. Phones, tablets, laptops, power banks, rechargeable flashlights. If it has a battery, plug it in and get it to 100% immediately. Don't wait until later, and don't assume the power will stay on long enough to charge things tomorrow. The moment you see a storm warning, this becomes a top priority. Why is this so important? Because when the power goes out, your ability to communicate and stay informed becomes your lifeline. Your phone is your connection to weather updates, emergency alerts, and your loved ones. But here's the catch. Most phone batteries last only 24 to 48 hours with normal use. If the power is out for several days, like it was during the Texas freeze, your phone could become useless unless you have backup power. That's where power banks come in. A fully charged power bank can recharge your phone multiple times, extending its usability for days. Personally, I keep 3 20,000 mAh power banks on hand. Each one can recharge my phone about 4 times, giving me roughly 2 weeks of phone use if I'm conservative. But here's the key. Those power banks are only useful if they're fully charged before the power goes out. Even if they're at 80%, plug them in and top them off. Every percentage point matters. Don't stop at phones and power banks. Charge your laptop too, even if you don't think you'll need it. A laptop battery can double as a backup charger for your phone if you have the right cable. Rechargeable flashlights, portable chargers, and any other battery-powered devices should also be fully charged. The goal is to maximize your power reserves while you still have electricity. Trust me, you'll thank yourself later. 3. Withdraw cash from the ATM. The third thing you need to do, and do it now, is head to the nearest ATM and withdraw cash. Not tomorrow, not later tonight. Right now. Here's why. When the power goes out, credit card machines stop working. Stores that manage to stay open will only accept cash. Gas stations, grocery stores, and even small businesses will all require physical money. If you don't have cash on hand, you're out of luck.
But it's not just about buying things. Cash becomes a form of leverage during emergencies. Imagine this. During the Texas freeze, a man with a pickup truck was offering rides to warming centers for $50. Was it price gouging? Maybe. But if you had cash, you got the ride. If you didn't, you were stuck. Cash gives you options, whether it's paying for supplies, hiring help, or even bartering in extreme situations. Here's the problem. ATMs rely on power and internet to function. When those go down, ATMs go offline. Even if an ATM has backup power, banks often limit withdrawals during emergencies to prevent runs on cash. During the Texas freeze, ATMs started running out of cash on day 1. By day 2, most were empty or offline. People who waited to withdraw money were left with nothing. Don't let that be you. How much should you withdraw? I recommend at least $500, more if you can afford it. Break it into smaller bills, 20s, 10s, 5s, and 1s. This way, you can pay for things without needing change, because trust me, nobody's going to have change to give you. The key is to act fast. The longer you wait, the more likely it is that ATMs will be out of cash or offline. So grab your wallet, head to the ATM, and get your emergency cash now. 4. Fill your vehicle with fuel. The 4th step is simple but absolutely essential. Fill your vehicle's gas tank to the brim. Not halfway, not 3/4, completely full. And if you have gas cans or portable fuel containers, fill those too. This isn't just about being able to drive. It's about ensuring you have a reliable backup resource when the storm hits. Here's what happens when a winter storm warning is issued. People panic. They rush to gas stations, creating long lines that stretch down the block. By the time you get there, you're either waiting for hours or finding out the station has already run out of fuel. And even if the station still has gas, once the storm hits and the power goes out, the pumps stop working. No power means no way to pump gas, even if there are thousands of gallons sitting underground. During the Texas freeze, I filled up my vehicle the evening I got the alert. By the next morning, every gas station in my area had lines of 20 to 30 cars. By the afternoon,
Many stations were completely out of fuel. And by nightfall, when the power went out, every station went dark. People who waited too long were left stranded, while those who filled up early had options. Why does this matter? Your vehicle isn't just for transportation, it's a lifeline. If your home loses power and the temperature drops dangerously low, you can use your car as a temporary heat source. Sitting in your car with the heater on for 20 to 30 minutes at a time can help you stay warm. Just make sure you're in a well-ventilated area, like your driveway, and never run your car in a closed garage to avoid carbon monoxide poisoning. Additionally, your car can charge your phone or power small devices using a USB port or power inverter. A full tank of gas ensures you can do this multiple times without worrying about running out of fuel. Don't wait. Fill up now. 5. Shop strategically at the grocery store. The 5th step is to hit the grocery store, but not like everyone else. You're not there to grab the usual panic buy items like bread, milk, and eggs. Instead, you're shopping strategically for the specific challenges a winter storm brings. This is where most people go wrong. They buy what they think they're supposed to, not what they actually need. Here's the reality. When the power goes out, your refrigerator and freezer stop working. That gallon of milk? It'll spoil within 24 hours. Those eggs? Useless if you can't cook them. And bread? It's not going to sustain you in a crisis. Instead of following the crowd, focus on items that solve real problems and don't rely on refrigeration or cooking. Start with non-perishable, ready-to-eat foods that are high in protein and calories. Think peanut butter, canned soups, stews, and chili. Look for pop-top cans so you don't need a can opener. Granola bars, trail mix, nuts, and protein bars are excellent options because they're calorie-dense and require no preparation. Your body burns more calories in cold weather to maintain its temperature, so these foods are essential. Skip fresh produce and frozen foods. They'll spoil quickly without power. Instead, stock up on shelf-stable items that can last for days or weeks. Don't forget drinking water. While your tap water might still work initially, it's better to be safe than sorry. Aim for at least 1 gallon per person per day for 3 days. A case of bottled water or a few gallons of spring water will do the trick. Finally, think about comfort items. Hot chocolate packets, instant coffee, or even a few treats can go a long way in keeping morale up during a stressful situation. The key is to shop smart, not panic. Get what you need, not what everyone else is grabbing. 6. Prepare backup heat sources. The 6th step is to prepare for the possibility of losing heat in your home. When the power goes out during a winter storm, your central heating system, whether electric or gas, stops working. And when the temperature outside is below freezing, the inside of your home can drop to dangerously low levels within hours. This isn't just uncomfortable, it's life-threatening. especially for children, the elderly, or anyone with health issues. During the Texas freeze, homes dropped to 35 to 40 degrees inside within the first 24 hours. By the second day, some homes were in the 20s. That's hypothermia territory. To avoid this, you need a backup heat source that doesn't rely on electricity. One of the most practical options is a portable propane heater. These heaters are affordable, effective, and widely available. For example, the Mr. Heater Buddy is a popular choice that runs on small green propane canisters, the kind used for camping stoves. Each canister provides about 3 hours of heat on high or 6 hours on low. To prepare for a multi-day storm, you'll need at least 6 canisters, but ideally 12 for extended use. Safety is critical when using propane heaters. Never use them while you're sleeping, and always ensure proper ventilation. Crack a window an inch or two to allow fresh air to circulate. Yes, you'll lose a bit of heat, but it's a small price to pay to avoid carbon monoxide poisoning. If you don't already own a propane heater, now is the time to get one. And if you do, make sure it's in working order and that you have enough fuel to last through the storm. If propane heaters aren't an option, layer up with thermal blankets, sleeping bags, and extra clothing. Focus on heating a single room to conserve warmth. Close off unused spaces and use towels or blankets to block drafts under doors. The goal is to create a safe, warm environment where you and your family can ride out the storm. 7. Protect your pipes from freezing. The 7th step is one of the most critical. Protect your pipes from freezing. This is something you need to start doing immediately, well before the temperature drops. Frozen pipes are more than just an inconvenience. They're a disaster waiting to happen. When pipes freeze, they expand and often burst, leading to flooding, water damage, and thousands of dollars in repairs. Combine that with a power outage and a winter storm, and you've got a recipe for chaos. Here's the reality. During the Texas freeze, I personally knew several families whose pipes burst. One family had a pipe in their attic freeze and burst, flooding their entire second floor. The damage was so extensive they had to move out for 6 months while repairs were done. Insurance helped cover the costs, but the disruption to their lives was enormous. Don't let this happen to you. Start by locating your water main shutoff valve. This is your first line of defense if a pipe bursts. It's usually in the basement, garage, or outside near your home's foundation. Make sure it's functional. Some valves get stuck if they haven't been turned in years. If yours is stuck, grab a wrench and loosen it now, not during an emergency. Next, open the cabinet doors under your sinks, especially those on exterior walls. This allows warm air to circulate around the pipes. Let your faucets drip slowly, both hot and cold. Moving water is much harder to freeze than still water. For outdoor faucets, disconnect any hoses, drain them, and cover the faucets with insulated covers. These foam covers are inexpensive and can save you from a costly disaster. Taking these steps today can save you months of headaches and thousands of dollars in repairs. 8. Set up a family communications plan. The 8th step is to establish a solid communications plan with your family. When a winter storm hits, power outages and spotty cell service can make it incredibly difficult to stay in touch. You need a plan in place to ensure everyone knows what to do and how to check in, even if normal communication methods fail. Here's what happens during severe storms. Cell towers lose power, and local networks become overloaded. Calls won't go through, texts are delayed, and internet-based apps like WhatsApp or Signal stop working. This can leave you wondering if your kids are safe, if your parents are okay, or if your spouse is stuck on icy roads. Without a plan, the uncertainty can be overwhelming. Start with the basics. Texts. Text messages use far less bandwidth than calls and are more likely to go through, even when networks are strained. Make sure everyone in your family knows to prioritize texting over calling during a storm. Create a family group chat and agree to use it as your primary communication channel. Next, designate an out-of-state contact. During regional emergencies, it's often easier to reach someone far away than someone nearby. Choose a trusted family member or friend in another state and make sure everyone in your immediate family has their number. If you can't reach each other directly, you can relay messages through this person. Finally, set up scheduled check-ins. For example, agree that everyone will send a quick text at noon and 6 p.m. each day to confirm they're okay. Even a simple okay or thumbs up emoji can provide peace of mind. This layered approach ensures you can stay connected, even when communication systems are under strain. 9. Prepare a go-bag and evacuation plan. The 9th and final step is to prepare a go-bag and know your evacuation plan. While most people plan to ride out a storm at home, there are situations where staying put isn't safe. If the storm is worse than expected, your power is out for days, or your home becomes uninhabitable due to flooding or structural damage, you need to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. A go-bag is your lifeline in these situations. It's a backpack or duffel bag packed with essential supplies that you can grab and go. Start by packing 3 days' worth of clothing for each family member. Focus on practical layered clothing that can adapt to different temperatures. Include socks, underwear, and warm outer layers. Next, gather important documents. Place copies of driver's licenses, insurance cards, medical records, and bank account information in a waterproof bag. If your home is damaged or destroyed, these documents will be crucial for rebuilding your life. Add at least a week's supply of any prescription medications and rotate them out regularly to keep them current. Don't forget cash, at least a couple $100s in small bills. Credit cards may not work during emergencies, especially if power and internet are down. Include basic toiletries like toothbrushes, toothpaste, and hygiene items, as well as phone chargers and a fully charged power bank. For kids, pack a small comfort item like a favorite stuffed animal or toy to help them feel secure during a stressful time. Finally, plan your evacuation route. Know where you'll go if you need to leave, whether it's a friend's house, a hotel, or a designated shelter. Share this plan with your family so everyone is on the same page. Preparing a go bag and evacuation plan today ensures you're ready for the unexpected. 10. Stock up on emergency lighting. When the power goes out during a winter storm, one of the first things you'll notice is how dark it gets, especially at night. Without streetlights, house lights, or even the glow of your electronics, the darkness can feel overwhelming. That's why having reliable emergency lighting is essential, and it's something you should prepare for now, not when the lights go out. Start with flashlights. Every member of your household should have their own flashlight, and you should have extras in case one gets lost or stops working. Opt for LED flashlights. They're brighter, more energy efficient, and last longer than traditional ones. Don't forget to stock up on batteries. A flashlight is useless without power, so make sure you have enough batteries to last several days. Next, consider rechargeable lanterns. These are perfect for lighting up larger spaces like living rooms or kitchens. Many modern lanterns come with USB charging ports, so you can recharge them using a power bank or your car if needed. Some even have solar panels, allowing you to recharge them during the day if the power outage lasts for an extended period. Candles are another option, but they come with risks. If you use candles, make sure they're placed in sturdy holders and kept away from flammable materials like curtains or paper. Never leave a candle burning unattended, especially if you have pets or small children. Finally, think about headlamps. These are incredibly useful because they keep your hands free while providing focused light. Whether you're cooking, reading, or navigating your home in the dark, a headlamp can make life much easier. By preparing your emergency lighting now, you'll be ready to face the storm without stumbling around in the dark. 11. Secure your home against the cold. One of the biggest challenges during a winter storm is keeping your home warm when the power goes out. Without central heating, the temperature inside your house can drop rapidly, making it uncomfortable at best and dangerous at worst. That's why it's crucial to secure your home against the cold before the storm hits. Start by sealing any drafts. Walk around your home and check for cold air coming in through windows, doors, or cracks in the walls. Use weather stripping or draft stoppers to seal gaps around doors and windows. If you don't have draft stoppers, rolled up towels or blankets can work in a pinch. For windows, consider using plastic window insulation kits. These kits are inexpensive and can significantly reduce heat loss. Next, focus on retaining heat. Close off any rooms you're not using to concentrate warmth in the areas where you'll be spending the most time. Use heavy curtains or blankets to cover windows and keep the cold out. If you have a fireplace, make sure it's clean and ready to use. Stock up on firewood or other fuel and have a plan for safely ventilating the smoke. Layering is another key strategy. Wear multiple layers of clothing, including thermal underwear, sweaters, and socks. Use blankets and sleeping bags to stay warm, especially at night. If you have pets, keep them close. They generate body heat and can help keep you warm. Finally, consider creating a warm zone in your home. Choose a small enclosed space, like a bedroom or a walk-in closet, and focus your efforts on keeping that area warm. Use portable heaters, candles, safely, or even body heat to maintain a livable temperature. By taking these steps, you can make your home a safe haven during the storm. 12. Check on neighbors and the vulnerable. The final bonus point is one that often gets overlooked: checking on your neighbors and the vulnerable members of your community. Winter storms can be isolating, especially for the elderly, people with disabilities, or those who live alone. A simple act of kindness can make a world of difference and even save lives. Start by identifying who in your neighborhood might need help. Do you have elderly neighbors who might struggle to prepare for the storm? Is there a single parent nearby who could use an extra hand? What about someone with mobility issues who might have trouble getting to the store or shoveling snow? Make a mental list of people who might need assistance and reach out to them before the storm hits. Offer to help in practical ways. For example, you could pick up extra groceries or supplies for someone who can't get to the store. If you have a generator, consider sharing power with a neighbor who doesn't. If you're filling up gas cans, ask if anyone else needs fuel. Small gestures like these can make a big difference. During the storm, check in regularly. A quick text, phone call, or even a knock on the door can provide reassurance and help you identify any urgent needs. If someone's power goes out or their home becomes unsafe, be ready to offer shelter if you can do so safely. Finally, think about the broader community. Are there local shelters or warming centers that need volunteers? Can you donate supplies to a community organization? Even if you're focused on your own family's safety, taking a moment to help others can strengthen your community and ensure that everyone weathers the storm together.